Hello, this is Caitlin from the Twinsburg Library here again for another awesome homemade holidays for kids. And today I'm going to share with you some recipes to make some really fun things to play with. Now these are all taste safe, so that means that if you can make them for your littlest friends, it's okay if they put a little in their mouth because it won't make them sick. I mean, you can't eat the whole thing because this is mostly sugar, but you can have a little bit and it won't matter. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to be making some awesome Play-Doh like this that you can eat. It smells amazing. We're gonna make some edible paint that you can paint with. And we're gonna be making some edible sand, so that way you can bring a little summer in to your house this winter. And so these are great as gifts if you want to make them. They're great for parents to make for their kids to keep them busy for a while, for maybe while someone's wrapping some presents. Or if you just want to have a little fun this holiday, it's a good way to keep kids busy. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to make our edible Play-Doh right now, and all you need for this recipe, it's super easy, is some frosting. I'm using strawberry because it makes it a fun pink color and it smells amazing, but you can use whatever you want. If you use vanilla, like white frosting, you can add food coloring and make it whatever color you want. I like strawberry because number one, it smells amazing, number two, it's already colored, so it makes my life a little easier. And then you need some powdered sugar. So, easy peasy, we're gonna use 2 cups of powdered sugar to 1 cup of frosting. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get a nice cup of powdered sugar without making too much of a mess. Almost looks like snow. It's great for this time of year. There we go. So I've got 1 cup of powdered sugar and ready? 2 cups of powdered sugar. Making a big old mess. And then I got my frosting over here. And open that up, and just 1 cup of frosting. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. They even have like peanut butter frosting. They have all kinds of fun flavored frosting. If you wanted to, you could even get like funfetti frosting and add sprinkles to your Play-Doh, which would also be fun and edible and taste safe and all good for all ages. Let's see, now this is going to be super, super, super sweet Play-Doh. So you don't want to eat too much of it, otherwise you will get a bellyache, which no one wants for the holidays, but it is still fun to play with. So we're going to have to scoop that together. So 2 cups powdered sugar, 1 cup of frosting. Now, I just have to mix it up together, which takes a little while. Whoops, I just broke the spoon. All right. All right, and there we go. We have awesome Play-Doh. It works just like Play-Doh. Feels like Play-Doh. It's nice and soft like Play-Doh, and it smells amazing. And if your little friends decide to eat some, you can. It's super, super sweet though. And you can even use these. If you have different colors, you can make different sculptures. You can make them look like snowmen, or you can make candy cane ornaments out of them, or anything you want. And there you go. You got yourself some edible Play-Doh. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, now we're gonna make some taste-safe paint. So for this, all you need is food coloring. You can use gel or liquid, whatever you have, and then some yogurt. I'm gonna use Greek yogurt because that's what I have, but you can use whatever yogurt you have as long as it's like white yogurt. So you can use like vanilla or plain or whatever you would like to use. But as long as it's white, because that's how we're gonna add our color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use 3 little cups. Just add, that's gonna be our base or our paint. Like so. All right, and then all we have to do is add some food coloring, and you can make them whatever colors you want. So I've gotta have some blue paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add 2 or 3 drops, depending on how colorful you want your paint to be. Ooh, I love it. I got some blue going on. Make sure you mix it really well. You don't want any of those really dark pieces because that'll end up staining little friends' hands. So you want to make sure you mix it really, 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 really well because no one wants to have blue hands for Christmas. I'm going to make this one purple because I already have blue in my spoon, so why not? So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of red, and then I'm actually going to use the blue from my spoon And I might add a little bit more blue later. Yeah, I'll add some blue because I want purple. Because that's going to make it pink. So add maybe 2 drops of blue. Let's, again, mix it really, 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 really well. There we go. Ooh, I like this color. Nice. Light, beautiful purple. And then, I'm thinking green. You can make whatever colors you want. It's going to be really, really hard to make red. I would not suggest making red unless you have gel food coloring, because otherwise you're going to have to add so much food coloring. First of all, it's going to taste really gross. And second of all, if you put that much food coloring, it might stain fingers, and we don't want that. That would be very bad. So you're going to have to deal with pink. And there we go. We've got some really fun different colors, and all you have to do is you can use a basting brush because it'll be nice and food safe, or you can use a really, 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 really clean paintbrush. If you have a new one, that's great. I don't happen to have a new one on me, so I'm gonna use an old one. I'm also not gonna eat it. So there you go. And then you can go ahead and you can paint on your high chair if you got a high chair, or you can do it on a plate. You can even, after you make lunch or salad or you're doing something, you can paint little pictures around your actual food that you're going to eat, especially on breakfast. You can paint on toast, which is really cool. And you can use your finger and do a little bit of negative painting in there as well. And it's still delicious. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. And here is one of my favorites. So we're gonna make taste safe sand, because who doesn't want to play in the sand in the middle of winter? It's awesome. So for this, all you really need is some Cheerios or toasted oats or whatever generic Cheerios you have. And I'm gonna use a food processor, but if you've got a blender, that'll work. Or if you just really want to get out some holiday frustration, you can put your Cheerios or your other cereal in a baggie and just beat it with a rolling pin. That works too. However, we're just gonna make it into a nice fine powder that looks just like sand. Like that. We're gonna blend it up. All right, so now, put it open. We've got, looks just like sand. Now mine's still a little crunchy, so I might blend it up a little bit more, but you get the idea. There, we've got that. Now, if you want to make it a little extra special, make sure that it's really, really fine, and then we'll add a little bit of oil to it, so it makes more like kinetic sand, so that way you can actually mold it like you can wet sand, because right now it's like dry sand. We'll add a little oil later and make some wet sand. Much better. All right, so now to make it a little bit more fun, we're gonna put it in a bowl. I love Cheerios. Now, plain Cheerios work the best, because otherwise if you get like honey nut Cheerios or anything like that, you're gonna end up with sticky stuff, and it's not gonna make as much fun to play with this because it's gonna stick to your hands. All right, so there you go. I've got some awesome sand going on, so now we can pretend that it's summer. But now we're gonna add just a little bit of oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I've got about a cup of Cheerios. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of oil to start with, and go from there. So I'm gonna use canola oil, but if you've got vegetable oil or coconut oil, works really, really well too. Once it's melted down, coconut oil works really well. So I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons, and we're gonna go ahead and mix that up. And you can see it already starts to clump, and so you can use all your sand toys, like if you've got all those sand toys that you can make look like a starfish or whatever sand toys, you can bust those out. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil just to make it a little clumpier. It's kind of touch and go. So I'm gonna add another one. Let's see. Yeah, that's already a ton better. Just add a little bit at a time till you get the consistency that you want. Add a little bit more. I want it a little more sticky. Alright, I'm just making a big old mess today. And there we go. We've got some taste safe, not necessarily tasty, because it doesn't taste very good, but a little bit of taste safe sand that you can actually mold, and it looks kind of like real sand. So it can bring a little summer to your winter, and it's a good thing to keep your friends busy this holiday season. Hope you guys like this one. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this handmade holiday for kids, and hope you guys have happy holidays, and we'll see you in a little bit. Bye, friends.